Computer Engineering Technology. Our subject is operational research. Unit 1 allocation, subtopic, lecture 4. So, steps of formulation of linear programming problem. Generally, all problems in linear programming problem are real world problems. Suppose mechanical department students may face the problems which machine is useful, which machine is should be replaced in machinery term. Similarly, how to transport the goods, how to assigning the jobs to the persons. These are all real world problems, live problems. So, according to situation, the situation is in verbal form, means in sentence form. According to situation, we form the linear programming problem and solve the linear programming problem. So, how to form linear programming problem from given data? What are the steps? Step 1. Identify the decision variables. Solving linear programming problem means to find the decision variables. Suppose in the problem there are two decision variables are there, x1, x2. We have to find the x1, x2 values such that they satisfy the objective function, constraints, non-negative restrictions. We have to find such variables which are known as decision variables. So first one, many linear programming, solving linear programming means, forming linear programming means, we have to know how many decision variables are there in the linear programming problem, given linear programming problem data. So identify the decision variables. Express each constraint in words and observe it is in the form according to given data. Observe the constraint is in the form greater or equal to at least, which at least 7, at least 10. We mean at least 10 rupees means minimum 10 rupees. So we get 10 rupees, 50 rupees, 20 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever the amount you do. At least 10 means 10 above. So that's why we get grad symbol in at least condition. At most, maximum, no not larger than. So at most 15 rupees. So at most maximum 15 unless. So this is less than or equal to condition. At most no larger than less than or equal to. Is equal to, is equal to means exactly equal to. Next, express the object function verbally. First you write in sentence form and then you write symbolic form. First write word form and write symbolic form. Don't write directly symbolic form. Step 2. Identify the problem data. Which data is given? For solving a problem, we need to identify the problem data and provide actual values for the decision variables by using given information. So, identify the given data is very, very important for formulation of the linear programming. Note down. Step 3. Formulate the constraints. This will be express the constraints verbally in terms of requirements and availability of each resource. already resources are there. So how to use those resources? What are the limitations? Observe and form the constraints. Convert the verbal expression of the verbal means words, word way, sentence way. Verbal expression of the constraints into linear inequality, symbolic linear equality or inequality in terms of decision variables according to given data. Step 4. Formulate the objective function. So, solving linear programming problem means first we have to obtain objective. What is our goal? Getting maximum, getting minimum. That is our goal. So, getting objective function is very important. Identify whether the object function is to be maximized or minimized, then express it verbally and convert it into a linear mathematical expression in terms of rational variables multiplied by their contribution. Contribution means unit cost. These are the 4 steps to formulate the linear programming problem from given data, from given real world problems. Thank you. 1 minute. No problem is there. Note down. Problem 1. The manufacturer of patent medicines is proposed to prepare a production plan for medicines A and B. 2 medicines are there, A and B. There are sufficient ingredients available to make 20,000 bottles of medicine A, 40,000 bottles of medicine B. Ingredient available. But there are only 45,000 bottles into which either of the medicines can be filled. Further, it takes 3 hours to prepare enough material to fill 1,000 bottles of medicine A and 1 hour to prepare enough material to fill 1,000 bottles of medicine B. And there are 66 hours available for this operation. The profit is rupees 8 per bottle for medicine A per 1 minute. That means 1. And rupees 7 per bottle for medicine B. Formulate this problem as a LPP. This is the data. Now, how many medicines are there? 2 types of medicines are there, A and B. So, let X1 be the number of bottles for medicine A. Rough graph, look here. X1 be the number of bottles of medicine A. X2 be the number of bottles of medicine B. Per bottle, medicine A cost 8 rupees. For X1 bottles, this is 8x. Per bottle, medicine B cost 7 rupees. So for X2 bottles, 7x. Total cost, that is our objective function, that is equal to 8x1 plus 7x. This is our objective function. Now, we have to observe constraints. Here, medicine A bottle 20,000, maximum 20,000 means here x1 less than or equal to 20,000. Medicine B, maximum 40 bottles are there. X2 less than or equal to 40,000 bottles. Next, for both, how many bottles required? 45,000 for both. So X1 plus X2 less than or equal to 45,000. So observe the constraints according to given data. That is very important thing. Read the data and write the constraints. This is the objective function. Objective function with respect to rupees. So that's why 8 rupees, 7 rupees are there. So 8x1 plus 7x2. That is our objective function. That is very easy thing. Any problem. Writing constraints is very difficult. Observe carefully and write the constraints. Medicine A bottles maximum 20,000 means actual less than or 20,000. Medicine B bottles maximum 40,000 means actual less than or 40,000. Both 45,000 means actual plus actual less than or 45. Next operation. For 1,000 bottles, A medicine 1,000 bottles 3 hours required. X1 bottles how much? 3x1 by 1,000. 3x1 by 1,000. B for 1,000 bottles 1 hour. X2 bottles how much? X2 by 1,000. This operation is maximum 66 hours. So combine this 3x1 by 1,000 plus x2 by 1,000 plus the number how much? 66. So cross multiplying we get 3x1 plus x2 plus the number 66,000. Look check how many constraints are there. This is one constraint, this is one constraint, this is one constraint. 4 constraints are there in the problem. So naturally number of bottles is positive. So x1 greater than 0, x2 greater than 0, non-negative conditions. LPP 3 parts, objective function, constraints, non-negative conditions. So this is the rough draft. First we note down the problem, we will explain clearly. This is the rough explanation. Note down the problem. Solution. Let the manufacturer produce X1 and X2 bottles medicine A and B. Given A type bottle cost, each bottle cost is 8 rupees. So that is C1. B type each bottle cost is 7. C2. Total profit per bottle, one bottle C1. One bottle C1. X1 bottle how much? C1 X1. One bottle C2. X2 bottles how much? C2x. This is the way. So total profit is that is C1 x1 plus C2 x2. So C1 means 8, C2 means 7. So 8x1 plus 7x2. This is our objective function. Profit means maximize them. Okay. Since there are only 45,000 bottles available into which the medicine can be put, that is given in the problem data. So x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 45,000. Given the ingredients available for medicine A and B are 20,000, 40,000 respectively. So x1 less than or equal to 20,000, x2 less than or equal to 20,000. Okay, these are very easy things. But operation. The time required to prepare x1 bottles of medicine A, 3x1 by 1,000. How to get this one? 1,000 bottles. For 1,000 bottles, 3 hours required. x1 bottles, how much? x1 by 1,000. x1 by 1,000. x1 by 1,000 into 3. So x1 by 1,000. 3x1 by 1,000. Here, the time required to prepare x2 bottles of medicine B, x2 by 1,000. So 1,000 bottles 1 hour, x2 bottles how much? x2 by 1,000 into 1. So x2 by 1,000. Note down. The total time required to prepare x1 bottles of A and x2 bottles of B. So 3x1 by 1,000 plus 3x2 by 1,000. But for this total available time, for this operation, total available time is 66 hours. maximum 66 means less than 3x1 by 1000 plus x2 by 1000 less than 66. So cross multiplying we get 3x1 plus x2 less than 66,000. And the number of bottles is non-negative. Number of bottles non-negative, always positive. Sometimes maybe 0 or solution. So x1 greater than 0, x2 greater than 0. So non-negative conditions. So every LPP contains three parts: objective function, constraints, non-negative conditions. Look here. Hence the LPP of given data is as follows. We have to find x1 x2 values. They should be variable values. Find x1 x2 such that maximum z profit. So maximum z is equal to 8x1 plus 7x2. Subject to the constraints and these are the constraints, objective function constraints, non-negative conditions. x1 greater than 0, x2 greater than 0. Note down, observe carefully. If you have any doubt, ask me through phone, through video call. Thank you very much.